Hello, crafty friends. This is Anya General with Ink, Paper, Scissors. Today, I'm sharing a card with you that I made with the dies from the day 6 of the Spellbinders Advents Calendar. I absolutely love the dies that were included in today's set. It is a little bee that is just adorable. Later in the video, I will show you that I made the bee with yellow being the main color and then with black, so you can see both of them and how super cute they are. So let's get started on our process here. I'm actually using the dies from day 3, 4, 5, and 6 today. I love everything that Spellbinders has included in the calendar for us, so I'm trying to use as many of the products in my cards as possible. You will want to use all the dies from day 3, 5, and 6 to die cut, and only pick one sentiment from day 4. I chose the Hello Friend sentiment. So first, you see me die cutting all the pieces. I'm using my Anna Griffin Empress mini machine, which I love. It's an electronic die cutting machine that is a workhorse, and it does not warp your plates. I cut into the magnetic mat, but many people also cut into the plastic plates. Either is fine and will not warp your plates. Once you've die cut 3 of the squiggly lines out of gold cardstock, you want to cut them in half. Then it's time to die cut and assemble our bee. I am using off-white cardstock to cut small squares to glue behind the eyes of the bee so that the outside of the bee's eyes are white. Then I'm gluing the black pupil of the eye onto the white, and then I'm assembling the rest of the bee. I also die cut 3 of each flower. I used blue cardstock, purple cardstock, and patterned paper. And I also used yellow cardstock to die cut the inside of the flowers. I also die cut a couple of pieces of greenery from green cardstock, and then a blue, light blue sentiment. Here I'm assembling the wings of the bee, which I die cut from vellum. And now that my bee is done, I'm showing you the other bee that I die cut off screen, and that is black. Aren't those bees super cute? I just love them. I think you can do so much with those dies, especially making spring cards. Okay, so now it's time to get started on our card. I'm using an A2 panel of white cardstock. I'm using Nina Classic Crest Solar White 80 pound, and I'm using my blue ink blending brush. I'm not really using an ink pad. I'm just basically using what is left over on my brush to ink blend a little bit on the cardstock to give it a little bit of a contrast. Then it's time to glue on the squiggly lines onto the blue ink that we just ink blended. And then we're moving on to adhere our bee. You need some foam squares to give the bee some dimension. And once you put the foam onto the bee and stick it onto the squiggly lines, you have a card that's almost finished. You could just add a sentiment and be done right here, or you could add the flowers just like I did in my card. I enjoy the die cutting process, especially if the die cuts have layering pieces like these do. So it's one of the reasons I used these flowers so much, because I think they're just beautiful and so much fun to use on your card. After assembling the flowers, the layering pieces of the flowers, I am rearranging them in the bottom left corner of the card to look like a bouquet and to add some interest to the card. Another variation of this card could be where you assemble the flowers and lay them on the bottom of the card all along the bottom edge, not just in the corner. I think that would look really cute as well. Once I finish rearranging my flower bouquet and gluing it to the card, I essentially only have the sentiment left, so I use foam squares to add some dimension to my sentiment and glue it to my card. And then I'm moving on to the gems. I decided to use the Spellbinders Spectrum AB Aurora Borealis gems. They come in four sizes. It's 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters, 4 and 5 millimeters. And I absolutely love them. I love their sparkle and they look fabulous on every card. I usually only place about 3 gems onto a card, but today I decided to place 9. I thought that there was enough white space on the card and it gave it some shine that I love having on my cards. So I'm essentially putting 3 on top, 3 in the middle, and 3 on the bottom. I usually always try to stick to a triangular shape of the gems. Once the gems are on the card is finished, and I'm just adding this panel to an A2 card base. Thank you for watching and spending your time with me today. I hope this helps you use your advents calendar and gives you some ideas on how to use the goodies that are in the calendar this year. Please press the like button if you enjoyed this video so YouTube will share it with others. And I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel so you're notified when I post another video. I would also love it if you left me feedback in the comment section below. Thank you and have a blessed day.